All right, welcome back everyone to another packing video. This is our first item right here. We're gonna get right into it. This is a large thing here. It's big in both of these dimensions. Of course, not this one. I'm gonna use a 12-12-12 and see what I can do. I just don't have anything even close to being the right size for this, so see if we can figure it out. I think I'm gonna go to the 19. The package is like comically, I might even go, you know what, I might go to 20. I'll go to 20. And the thing is, even after I get this dimension sorted out, I'm still gonna have, it's over 12 inches in both of those dimensions. So still gonna have to figure that out too. But I am tackling that first, and I think that's the only problematic thing we have. We just don't stock anything anywhere near that size. I think the first thing we're going to do is just go ahead and get this guy. I think that this is going to work out fine. I think we're just going to get this thing closed up on the bottom anyway, and then see what else we're working with after that. Pick y'all up a little bit. Here we go. At least once I get it closed up, I only have to worry about one end. Okay. We did make really good profit margin on this though, because Candace said we paid $3 for it and we sold it for $40. So definitely worth messing with, even if I do have to come up with this box. All right, I'm gonna come back and put a little more. Now here's where in here like this. Actually, let's make it a little taller. Okay, we can figure this out. So just gonna have to move the seam to right here. Just need to come up a little bit like this. I think one width of this will do it. Let's see. It'll be a little tight. One width of a T-square maybe? That'll get it for sure. Okay. And yeah, we don't want this thing getting destroyed or anything, obviously, but the strength on this particular thing is not that huge of a concern, because there is going to be a weak point on this box for sure where we're doing this. It's not going to be as strong as the box normally is. Okay. Oh, I don't know why we did that. We could have gone around. We still can. Just go around with this. Let's see. I'm not thinking we're good this morning. Let's see. Mike contacted me again, by the way. I think we might be getting another shot at fixing this in the mail here in a few days. We'll see. This is always easier to do when it's laid out flat. And there's nothing supporting these flaps. Okay. Here we go. And that's going to fold over fine. Okay, I think this is actually going to be pretty decent, you know. Let's go, I'm going to pre-bendy all these things. Okay, we're going to use a little bubble wrap on that thing. A little paper. And we should be good. This is a long pack first thing, wasn't it? Didn't even get that all the way around. Back around with this. It's mostly just for appearances anyway. Okay. Yep, that's going to be perfect. I think I'll use this paper. And I do have another full roll of this stuff. Void in there. Telling y'all, whenever I walked up here with this camera on just now, I had no idea how I was going to be packing this thing. Sometimes you just gotta step up with your box knife and your tape and just start getting to work. And again, if I was packing something that needed a little stronger box, this would not probably be a good option. When I get done, the box is going to be weekend up in here. And I decided on this package I could live with it. That wouldn't always be the case. Could have put some, if I was really worried about the strength, could have put some like cardboard stiffeners on the inside or something. That would have done it. That would have taken care of it. You need to fix this whole seam. We go all the way across here. Another seam here. Need some more tape up there. This whole thing up here is making me a little anxious. Okay. All right. Yep, I'm good with that. All right, we sold a hat here. So we have 2 hats going out today. We don't buy as many hats as we used to, so I guess we don't sell quite as many. But our hat sales have definitely been down a little bit. They were never like a really huge part of our sales anyway. But yeah, I will typically try and use a 864 for a hat, but if that doesn't fit, I'll go to a 1086. That one's done. All right, we're packing a Walking Dead No Sanctuary game. That's a show I've been thinking about maybe watching again. I don't know. We're over here packing, please.
I'm over here playing with Doc McStuffins.
Is that worth anything?
No, $20.
20 bucks? That's good enough. That's what we're dealing with right now. We got a lot of $10 to $25 things. Yeah, I never finished watching this show the first time. They kept killing off characters that you'd like, and slowly they killed off all the reasons people were watching, and people stopped watching. Had a good run though. I think I'm going to this. I'm cutting this down so much I can go ahead and put flaps in the bottom. Already know that we're cutting that much off. Put that in there for a little extra strength. Okay, then this is tight enough to where I'm just going to hand score. And I didn't do it real straight either. I could tell I went off a little bit. It's all right. My prettiest, not the prettiest resize I've done. A little weird curve on that flap. Now this is something I don't know how many we may have sold our Or I may have sold a necktie or two over the years, but I do not remember it. This is potentially the first tie we've ever sold. I just don't know. You're pretty good on it though. That's going to be too much stuff in there. I don't want to stuff around it. I want to definitely keep its roll shape, so I'll just do that instead. I was going to say perfect timing, and the tape folded up on me. Ah, come on. I know why I'm being so stubborn here. Okay. There. Got it. And look, I'll do it again. This thing was kind of tight on here again. Get you one of these stretch wrap things. If not for the stretch wrap, it's perfect because look, it has this diameter is smaller than this opening here, and there's even a little spot where you can put the thing in like that, and you just push down. Boom. I'm gonna pack this little switch box thing. $12.10 should do it. And I did grab a couple of pieces of scrap cardboard. Just a little insurance in there. Can't hurt. We're going with a little thicker stuff there. But yeah, nice little spot. All right, we have an order here for, so I'll leave this rubber band on there, for some Scentsy. a Scentsy burner with that pack. I'm just going to pop this open and make sure. I don't think there's anything else I can really do in there. Let me see. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Let's see. I think that might have been, oh, it's in here. That's what it is. Okay. Candace, this is the one that didn't come with a bulb, huh? Okay. So, here. We'll go ahead and go around here. I don't think it's necessary though. Okay, I don't hear anything anymore. All right. We'll go 12, 12, 12, 12. Oh, and those little metal figs over there, they're going with this order too. They aren't very big though, so don't expect to use a whole bunch of this box. Let's see what we got. Alright. Definitely gonna want a little paper there, but then you know, my other stuff can fit on the sides there, so I can kind of figure out my resize. Now, you know what, I can actually lay this down. Is that any different? Yeah, a little bit. This is good. So just like this. Three. All right. In the bottom, I'm going to use some of my bogus paper. There we go. And then on the sides, I'm going to use the other stuff. There we go. Set it in there. Bubble wrap these three together. Got room there, and then we got one more. Yeah, I'll bag it. Oh, you know what? I can use a smaller bag than that, though. Grab one. Okay. Just wanted to bag this on just on the off chance this should leak or something. I don't anticipate that happening. When I say leak, well, I guess the correct word is melt. think we're probably past that stage. And looking at our forecast, I do see, I think, one more day that gets over 90, or a day or two maybe over 90, where it's like 91 to 93, something like that. But then I think after that, I think we're done with the 90s this year. All right, we're gonna pack some pencils, half gross, which I think is 72. That's probably right. So anyway, big old box of pencils. I'm just gonna use a 10-8-6 for this. This is already in the bag here, so I'm not really going to do anything else. I do kind of wonder how someone ends up with a half a gross of these pencils. Okay, multi-item order here. We have some flocked deer vintage, and then we also have some more Scentsy melts. I'm going to put these in a 12-10-4. Okay, I'm going to put the deer with a bit of bubble. I'm going to try and pack these two things kind of like separate sides, and I'm going to put a little paper in the middle. Just to kind of keep the heavier stuff on one side and the lighter stuff on the other. Okay, I think we're good here. Okay, we have some books going out. Paperback kids book lot here. It's one of our little bread and butter items. Okay, we sold one of our little combos here, our ET combos. Pretty happy about that. Because we have a total, well, we had a total of 5 of those. And actually we had one sell just a few minutes ago. It's probably not going to go out till tomorrow. So that was a nice little thing in our $2,000 store buy. I like it because it's one listing to sell 5 things. That's always a good thing. Let's see how this feels good to me. I've got a Hallmark ornament going out here. These are kind of kind of a weird size for me because I don't have a box that fits that like really well. Like a perfect size box for that would probably be about right here, something like that. So we can make do. And we'll come in at about, we'll come in just under 15 ounces, I think. As long as I don't go overboard on paper. Take a look. Well, I better look before I seal it, because I don't even know what I would do differently anyway. Yeah, we're good. .9, that's about, that might be like, what is that, 14.4? I think that's 14.4 ounces. So, whoop, get off of there. All right. Okay, we sold these flying coveralls on Etsy of all places. Etsy does like the vintage, so I don't know. We've maybe sold a few pieces of clothing. Candace, have we sold clothing much on Etsy before? No, I didn't think so. This might be the only, of course we don't list much over there either. This was a cool piece because from the 60s, and we don't use words like mint too often. We really don't. If y'all been watching our channel for a while, you'll know we don't tend to use like exaggerating kind of words and titles. We're more likely to beat up the condition of our items to our potential customers than we are to exaggerate condition. So when we said this is mint, I just looked at it again before I started packing, and man, this thing looks new. From the 60s. New old stock. Not that surprising, because military guys, they get issued a ton of clothes. You get stuff every year, you can get more. So I mean, if you get your full allotment, you stay on top of it, you can get a ton of extra clothes you'll never need. Okay, that's done. All right, one more order today. We have this Southern Comfort hat. It's sold on Poshmark, so we're going to use a little bigger box. We're 10x6s, because why not? We should be using priority box, but we don't have any. Just use this instead. It had the the paper in between each of the hats. These are brand new. Some of that paper had come off on it. Okay, we're gonna pack some more ETs here. We got some more ETs after this too. 864. Bubble wrap. Okay, that last label I printed was the last of this roll. So now we've gone through, I think there's 220 labels per roll. I think that's what it is. So I've only loaded this thing up a couple of times. I think it's been pretty smooth. Okay. Not really that much to it, honestly. Pretty easy. Just kind of trying to get it mostly straight in there and clamp it down. It's ready to go. Okay, we have some Star Wars ships in here. We're packing. I don't even know how I'm going to do this. I'm not using this box, although maybe I should. Candace, this is just asking to be stolen, huh?
Oh, heck yeah.
All right, I won't use that, I guess. The only thing is that box is very sturdy.
I know.
I don't think this will fit. I'm going to try this box. Eyeball it. I think I might be able to put them in here in such a way that they'll fit, maybe. And the more I look at it, probably not. A little ambitious. Yeah, look, they just don't quite, it's not quite long enough. Okay, let me get a 12, 12, 12 then. All right, 12, 12, 12 it is. Didn't have a choice. Now I'm wondering if I don't want to stock another box to get this a pretty good fit, where we got something in between 1086 and 12, 12, 12. And I end up resizing the 12, 12, 12. I mean, I guess I probably could use some 12, 12, 8s. Might not be a bad thing for me to experiment with, see if I like it. Let's see how these are going to fit in here. I am going to throw some bubble wrap on them real quick too. Yeah, all right, about that high. And then Mike, I actually saw my email. Mike is sending another screw. who's not giving up. I gave up, but he is not giving up on fixing my resizer, which is really, really cool. As y'all can see, y'all can see what a pain it is. And y'all can probably also tell that I'm a procrastinator. Because I haven't fixed it myself yet. Okay. But I certainly do need it to get fixed. Take these out and wrap them up real quick. Paper in the bottom. Just a little. Okay, I might need to rehang some bubble wrap too. Yep, my bubble wrap is out. I've got reinforcements. Had a big, I always buy when I order from Bubble Boy, I always get I'll show y'all what I always get. I'm going to show a picture of my last order. Hoping I can make it through this pack at least. And yes, I think I might be able to. That. And we always have some stuff that we packed, ended up not using, so packed material, and here we go. Typically a few pieces of spare paper or bubble wrap and stuff like that sitting around here. Let me get a weight on this because alright, 2.02. You know, I'm going to go ahead and cut 2 flaps off then. And that'll ensure we're well below 2 pounds. This still reaches fine. Okay. Very good. Alright, that one's done. Okay, got the bubble wrap hung over there. That's 2 of them. We have 1 more roll in reserve. And that's usually when I start thinking about making a new order, is when we hit that, because that order comes in 3 rolls. And lately, man, it's been lasting a long time. Don't use as much bubble wrap as I used to. But when I get on that, when I have to put that 3rd roll up there, that's when it kind of tells me, all right, you need to watch this level so you don't run out. There we go. Yeah, I love that order. I'm trying to remember how many it is, how many feet it is. I want to say it's over 1,000 feet of bubble wrap. I think it's probably, for small bubbles, it's probably, I don't know that you can beat that deal anywhere. This done. Okay, we sold some of these Gloomy Bears. And I packed them up like this already because I didn't want the boxes getting damaged. In this particular case, 2 of the boxes already kind of had a dent anyway. The more I look at this, I think I'm going to go with a bigger box too. I think that's the way to go. Let's see. I'll do one of these 10/8/6s. Okay, and then I need to bring there. That's much better. Could just pack it like this. See what this weighs. Even if it weighs a few more ounces, I don't care. It's kind of close, actually. So we'll go ahead and cut a little off. I was kind of surprised it was that close to a pound. Am I going the wrong way? Yeah, I was. Yeah, I think all the way. We're actually doing this twice. Where am I going to cut material from? I think I'm just going to cut it here. I don't have to cut much. I just need to cut enough to compensate for the paper I'm going to put in there. So, go. These guys have lots of bubble wrap too. A little more paper. Go. Try and guess what the weight of this package is now, because I did have a heads up before I cut that flap off. There's 2 pieces of flap, and before I added the paper, it was weighing 0.96. So I think we probably cut off more weight in cardboard than we added in paper. But I'm going to guess it's 0.92 now. Let's see. No, it's 0.96 still. Okay, good thing. All right, guess what? We're going to do it again. I bet it's a little faster this time. going to be 0.96 again. Same exact items. Tried to pack it really close to the last one. I'm afraid I may have put just a slight bit more paper, but it's hard to say. I'm going to say this one's going to be .97. What do y'all think? Let's see. No, it's .98. Okay, good. That's all right. I'm going to buy my 15.9 ounce label on pirate ship. And we're going to pack a hat. And we're going to use one of those boxes we just broke down. Or I didn't actually break it down yet. That's one of the boxes that had the bears in it. Gloomy Bears. And I think this hat looks like the size that should fit in here. Let me see. There it is. Usually, yeah, there we go. I can position them like that and kind of tuck this in the back and keep the bill flat there. Yeah, that's good. That's about as big of a hat as I can ship in these 864s. It feels any, especially if the brim was any bigger. That's what gets you. Those wide brim hats. That one wasn't, but it was close. Okay, that's done. All right, we're packing this puppet spider thing. We had that listed for a very long time. Like, Candace thinks over 3 years, so we took a really low offer. Well, half price offer. At some point, you got to give up. Interesting toy here. All right. See how much room this guy's going to have in here. Yeah, he's good. My benches are all out of whack. I've been asked quite a few times about these tape dispensers and why don't I attach them to the bench so they, you know. Because whenever I pull the tape, a lot of times I'll stick my finger in there to kind of hold the tape dispenser. No, it's probably not ideal because it's not one-handed operation, usually. But I don't want to attach anything to the bench because if you watch, I'm constantly moving these around, swapping it out with the other one, you know, moving the tape dispenser from one end to the other. So I really need it to be able to move easily. That's more important to me than one-handed operation. All right, we're packing this this book. And it's kind of thick. I wanted to see if the this curious. I think it actually will fit a Gemini comic mailer. Yeah, look, it fits fine. Yep, look at that. Yeah, that's good. A lot faster and easier than using a box, that's for sure. Okay. Okay, another ET hooded version. This one is not wrapped, so we'll go ahead and see how this bubble wrap job goes. A little messy on that corner. I just went to get a 644 box. I've got one box left. I need to order. I've been ordering fewer boxes at a time so I don't have to store as many. Because Zorro has been so fast and reliable so far with our orders that it's better. I'd rather let them hold the boxes instead of us until we need them. The 644 box is not really that crucial because there's really not a ton of weight difference between that one and this one. 864. But I do need to go ahead and order. Okay, that's done. Alright, we're going to pack a model. And this one is longer than 12 inches, so I'm going to do something I don't do very often at all. I'm going to resize a 12-10-4. It'd be kind of nice because I'm just going to resize it in one dimension. You can see the model's almost 14 inches long. So I'm going to go out to 15. Sharpie. Right here, this will be a real simple one. And right here. That'll be suitable. Ugh. Look at that paper. All right, there we go. Oh, I didn't tape that well. Kind of folded over. There we go. Did it again. Need to be more careful about how I lay this tape down. It's so thin. It's kind of difficult to lay it down flat. All right, there we go. All right, we're packing this numb pad. This actually looks really kind of nice. So go with 12, 10, 4. I already checked, and this box is big enough. Not by a lot, but I was thinking I might have to resize a 12, 12, 12. Which would have been overkill, but that would have, I thought that's all I was going to have to do. That's one of the things when you don't stock too many boxes. See, it fits fine. When you don't stock too many boxes, you end up having some things that don't quite fit any of your boxes very well. Like the model we just did, but this one fits fine. All right, we're packing this Sandmaster wooden carving. Actually, kind of neat. I did check the 10/8/6 because I thought it might fit, and it was just a little tight. So decided to go 12, 12, 12. Give this guy a little more room. Doesn't need quite this much room though, does he? All right. I'm going the wrong way. I get my tighten and loosen backwards whenever I'm using the pliers for some reason. Put it down right there. All right. tight. I don't think it is. I wish I would have. I would have used my bogus paper now. More fill than I thought it was going to be. Okay, we're good. Shipping this poster, flat pack. These posters are so awesome. Let me show you. Look at that. Boom. V, the comic book. That series, it was when I was a kid, it was a TV miniseries. And then I think they ended up doing an actual series after that. But it was like, it was an event back then. Like some people had cable. Most people were dealing with like 3 or 4 channels that they could pick up local at that point. So things were different then, because when something was on TV then, there were quite a few things like this. When something was on TV, it was an event. So, like when V came on the miniseries, you'd see quite a few miniseries back then. When V came on, it was like, it wasn't like, if people watched TV, they saw it, and like there was a lot more to talk about, like around the water cooler back then, because everyone was watching the same thing. There weren't like a million choices. Like I'd go to school and I'd talk about the A-Team or the Dukes of Hazzard episode from last night or last week or whatever, and all the other kids would know exactly what I was talking about because we all watched the same thing. So kind of interesting. Anyway, that's packed. All right, packing a pair of Vans here. Let me get one of these. I was gonna go with these, but I'm like, eh. $12.4 I used for something before. right, packing a Hot Wheels car. We're packing a bottle here, and that is a, it looks like perfume, but it's not. That is a dummy bottle of perfume, also known as factice. This is something they would have put on the store display shelves. It says dummy right here. Probably from the 60s or something, I would imagine. The sucker looks old. But yeah, they fill the bottle up with like just colored water to make it look like the perfume. I guess that's a security measure. Or maybe it's the perfume, which is literally too expensive. Makes sense, I guess. It isn't too expensive to just use as, yeah, it seems like they could have just like sold the product from there. I don't know. I don't know if this is something they still even do. So yeah, since it's not actually perfume, it doesn't need a hazard label or anything. Just a liquid doesn't have to have a hazard label. There we go. Okay, back in the book lot. I'm gonna check this out, y'all. I gotta share this. I think we started last year in like November, I believe. Candace and I, we've always kind of liked Amazing Race, but we missed a lot of seasons. We didn't watch a lot of it over the years. And I think back in November of last year, we started watching the whole thing. On Paramount Plus, they have them all. And it's 36 seasons. And last night, we finished the finale of the final season. So we have watched every single one. We did have, like when there were a few times we were busy or we had other things going on or illnesses or whatever, for whatever reason. Like we had a couple of, probably like 5 times during that span where we didn't watch for a week or two. Like when my mother was in the hospital, we didn't watch for a couple of weeks. There were a few other occasions too, but mostly we went in there and every night we'd watch 1 or sometimes 2 episodes. Occasionally, if we were feeling like really lazy on a Saturday and we weren't doing a whole lot else, we'd just go sit in the living room and binge for like, 5 episodes or something. But yeah, look, we're done. And now we got to find something else to watch. All right, we're gonna pack a few more things here because we're gonna try and go to garage sales. Big shout out to Mike again. He sent me some more of these. He actually had 5 of these shipped to us from Amazon, and guess what? It's still tight. This, now it will, now here's the good news. It's almost not too tight, and I can tighten it with the thumb screw with my pliers. And see, now it's tight. And I think that once I do that for maybe a week or two, I think then it'll be probably loose enough for me to go ahead and do it with my fingers. So that's fine. But thanks again, Mike. Appreciate all your effort there. It's good enough, like it's way better now because I can tighten it with this, and I don't have to like tighten on the screws anymore. So it's way better. It's gonna be fine. I may even put like a drop of oil on it. That might help. But I think it's gonna, I think after I use it for a week or so, I think it's gonna be good. Mike went through a lot of trouble trying to help me with that, and I do appreciate it. Honestly, if it just stays like that, I'm fine. I don't mind using the pliers. I don't like that on the taste though. All right. Oh, and I looked at my order for this tape, and the reason I did was because the company that sold it to me messaged me on eBay. It was one of those like leave us feedback kind of things, but it was so long and drawn out form letter. I was like, man, are they sending this to me because I've been talking bad about them? And look, here's the thing. This tape, I don't love it. It's really thin, but that's my fault, not their fault. It was advertised as 1.6 mil, and that is thin. That's what I paid for. I think for the price I paid, look, I don't even need to adjust it. For the price I paid, I think it was a fair deal. I do, because it's way cheaper than what I usually pay for the 3-inch. And I didn't pay attention. The listing I bought it from, it says it's lightweight or whatever, light duty, and it's 1.6 mil. So I think a more standard tape is about 2 mil, which you wouldn't think makes a big difference, but it does. So I'm gonna cut these. I initially was gonna poly bag this thing. And I asked Candace, and I knew it, and because that's the reason I asked her. I said, what do you think about this? And she said, and she gave me this look that told me that no, that was not good, and I already knew it. So we're boxing it. Yeah, that's totally good. Boy, it feels nice using that sizer with confidence, because I can get it really tight now. I've been having to really baby that thing. Now I don't. Okay. That one is done. We're packing a little model train scenery thing. Just listed this a couple of days ago. And this is an afternoon pack here. This is starting with that last thing I packed. This is everything that's sold today since I don't know, about 10, 11 o'clock or so. And we're going to try to go to garage sales tomorrow morning, and this will just help kind of get ahead a little bit. So if we're out till 11 in the morning or so, we come back, won't be under quite as much time pressure. I mean, hopefully we'll sell some more tonight, but doing this now is something we won't have to do in the morning this way when we get back from G sales. Alright, we have, this might be my last 644 box. I may have some in storage. I need to check. Not a big deal either way. But we are packing. I don't even know what I'm packing yet, huh? Packing this guy. Oh, I need my thank you card. Alright, packing this little action figure stand thing. Using a little box here, and it's still going to be shipping at 4 ounces. 100%. Let me see. See if I can play the old guessing game. Let's see. All right. Oh, that's pretty light. I'm going to say that's .18. Oh! All right, we're going to pack this lot of action figures. And we have this gizmo. Okay, I'm gonna need to do a little bit of work in here. Let's see. I don't know if I want. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that stuff's all fine in there. I'm gonna bubble wrap that part there. Kind of trying to figure out what the what box I'm going to go with. I think I'm going to go with an 864, not an 864, a 1086. Let's see how this goes. What is this? Nothing. Should sit there. Let's see. Put a little paper in there. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Your thank you card. Okay, yeah, this will do it. I didn't see this shipping document thing on here before. Let me see. Must be from when they originally bought it. Let's see what this looks like. Guess I can, oh, this is the original. I'll be dang. Candace, you know what the original price was for this thing?
What?
We sold it for $68. Original price $69.95.
Oh, okay.
And plus, I think this is probably the little brads that we are including in there. They paid $14 for those. So, but they used to have, this was bought in '06, by the way. What I was going to say about this really thin 3-inch tape, I don't like it much, but I have to admit that for the money, I think it's a good deal, because you get a ton of tape. It is 3-inch. Make sure I was going the right way. You get a ton of tape. It's 3-inch. Let me see. Yeah. And hang on, let me pay attention, because I don't. That's kind of close to tighten that thing down right there. Did I get it yet? Yeah. No, I didn't. It's hard because I don't have that handle in the way here. Mike did send me 5 of these, so if I mess them up, I got plenty of backups. But yeah, that's a fair deal for you know, the tape is thin. You get a bunch of it. It's cheap. It was $40. That's like stupid cheap for that much tape. Doesn't sound cheap, does it? I never thought I'd be saying $40 for tape is cheap, but it really is. Like if you price 3-inch tape out there, like the good stuff, it's crazy high. We're also supposed to be getting, Joel over at American Bubble Boy is supposed to be sending us a sample of the tape they're restocking with. They're going a little thicker, so we get to see what that's like here in the next few days. Joel messaged me the other day letting me know. I will be glad when they get their tape back in. Okay, that one's done. All right, we're packing these shoes, and that's going to be our wrap today. I'm going to put a little paper in here. It's such a cool box, huh? I'm just going to put a little bit of paper in here so they don't bounce around. Put the thank you cards in here too. Because the box is, it's kind of a collectible looking box, right? And somebody's going to hang on to. I'll bubble wrap the box. Whoop. So another option would have been the stretch wrap, but I actually want to put bubble wrap on this one. And when we are able to restock with the Bubble Boy 3-inch tape, this stuff ain't gonna go to waste. I mean, I will still use it for light duty stuff. And as a backup, if Bubble Boy runs out again and we're out, so I was looking, I don't think we have, like, we have some 2-inch tape, It's a mess over here always. Actually, no, we have a lot of 2-inch tape. I'll take it back. I have a ton of it. How long is this box? One way to find it. It's 12 inches long. Okay, I think I'm going to do, let's go over here and pull one of these down. It's going to make it a little longer. I'm going to do a little resizery here. It's going to make it longer, about 1 T-square, just to keep things simple and faster. And plus, that is the right amount to resize by. On this one. Feels weird packing in the afternoon. It's usually a morning sip my coffee kind of thing. Whoops. That's what I'm doing in between all the takes. In between each package, I'll usually get me a little sip of coffee. Time to change that blade out. You know what? I think I might be using the wrong knife. Yeah. This blade might be a little better. All right, let's go with this thing again. Let's see. Need to go back this way. It's not as hard to tighten whenever I'm not right up against the handle. Let's see how fast I can do it. So I think I can go about right here to be good. Oh, it's definitely, I think it's, oh yeah, look, I was able to hand tighten it just now. So I think once I use this for a little while, maybe after a week or two, it'll be hand tightenable. Oh, I put the thank you in there. Okay. Forgot. Cut these off. Don't need them. Okay. Almost there. This is a little bit of an overpack, but some $100 vans. Gotta respect them. And I didn't want their box to get messed up because it's a cool box. Sure, they don't want it to get messed up either. There we go. There we go. And our margins were great on these too. We had 15. Well, we bought this pair and another pair whenever we bought all the paperback books. Same sale. Bought both pair for $30 total. So 15 a pair. The other pair already sold for 90. These sold for 100. So 160 gross profit before fees. That's pretty awesome. So I don't mind putting a little extra time into this pack. There we go. That is done, and thanks a bunch for watching, y'all. I will see y'all again very soon. Well, in a week. And Mike, thanks again. This is gonna work out great, man. Thank you so much. And I have 4 more of those too. That's awesome. Bye, y'all.